Yesterday for me, sort of the lawyer training in me said, let's just make sure we have our facts correct. So spent quite a bit of time yesterday trying to understand how we got to the spot where we were. There were a lot of rumors circulating throughout, given the fact that it was on TV, and we just wanted to make sure that before we really made any statement, we knew exactly what had happened. So for those that missed that really quickly, the 12 cars yesterday in final qualifying go through a pre-qualifying technical inspection, and the 12 car did go through. When the 12 car went through, Kevin Blanche, our technical director, and his team noted on the 12 car that the attenuator might have been modified. And Rocket in his head was pretty sure that we had a rule, but he didn't have the rule book with him that stated that could not be a modified part, and we do in fact have that rule. The next couple of cars that went through, they looked at the attenuators on those cars. They were clearly unaltered, and when the 2 car came through, the 2 car had an altered attenuator on it. At that point in time, Kevin said to the car chief of the 2 who was standing with him, will you please call the car chief of the 12 car and tell him to move the car aside because that attenuator also is illegal. At that point in time, just to give a background on why that is, as we quickly try and get cars through tech for pre-qualifying so they can get out to the grid and qualifying, it is not unusual it's not common, but it is not unusual for our technical team to find something on a teammate car and actually go out onto pit lane and inspect a teammate's car, just to ensure that if they found something on one car, it's not on the other. So the tech team did the job as they were supposed to. Some confusion happened on pit lane, I think, when members of the 12 car, I believe, started to grind on the back of the attenuator where it had been modified, which then created, I think some rumors came out of that, but that was really the reason we were trying to think through the facts of that position. Rocket did talk to Kyle Novak, who's our race director, on pit lane to make sure that Kyle Novak agreed with him that we have a rule that says that part, the attenuator, must be run as supplied. Kyle and Rocket both agreed, and at that point in time, Rocket did let the team know that the 12 and the 2 car could qualify if they'd like to, but in post-qualifying technical inspection, they would likely be disqualified because those parts are not legal. The team could either do that or they had the choice of pulling out of line. The team chose to pull out of line and take that option versus qualifying and being disqualified for sure as they went through the tech line. Our rule states that you will start at the back of the qualifying session in which you're qualifying. So those cars were qualifying in the top 12. So therefore, last night, as we noted, those 2 cars, the 2 and the 12, would go to the back. The 3 car, who had been in an accident earlier in the day, was already going to go to the back because he did not present to qualify. And those 3 cars would have been lined up by the way that their qualifying speeds on Saturday were to get things started. Throughout the night, and sort of getting into this a little bit more, and frankly, thinking about the integrity and the importance of this race, IndyCar has a rule. It's Rule 9.2.1. I highlighted a couple pieces of it here because I think it's important in this conversation. Penalties can be determined by the gravity of the violation and its impact on the fairness of competition. IndyCar has the authority to impose any or all or any combination of the following penalties against any member for any violation of the rules at any time. And it sets out a lot of things, all of which if you read the release, all of which we have the authority to do based on this rule. The thing that strikes me the most about this rule is the gravity of the violation. This is the world's largest motorsport event, the Indianapolis 500. This event defines who people are. And for us, especially on that stage, we believed that allowing the 2 cars, the 2 and the 12, to start in 12th and 11th, which is a place that they might have actually qualified in had they been allowed to qualify, was not a sufficient enough penalty and did not present an appropriate enough result for the violation. So therefore, we have decided to move the 2 and the 12 car to the back of the grid. They will start in 32nd and 33rd position, the 2-car first in 32nd and the 12-car in 33rd based on their qualifying times. The 3-car, in our investigation of the 3-car, by the way, we do have the attenuators from all 3 of these cars. The 3-car attenuator from the crash with the crashed wing still attached to it was provided to us, and we still have it. That attenuator was not modified at all. So on Sunday, we can tell you by facts, again, the lawyer in me, that car was presented when it drove, at least, with an attenuator on the car that met all of the rules of the IndyCar competition rulebook. So the 3-car will start in 10th spot, which will be the last car in the Fast 12 that did not get removed to the back of the field. So the 3-car will not have any additional penalties. Additionally, on the 2 and the 12 car, because of the gravity of this situation and the importance of this race and the importance of ensuring that the NTT IndyCar Series continues to have its integrity, and so that we can continue to tech cars and know that when we tech cars and you bring them through, we expect them to be rule followers. Both of those cars will be fined $100,000. They will lose any points that they would have gotten for the final 12. Both strategists for those cars will be suspended from the Indianapolis 500 through the end of May. And at the end of today, we will redraw for qualifying pit positions, and the 2 and the 12 will get the last 2 positions available. So with that, I guess I just want to reiterate that I think our tech team did a fantastic job. We've got a group of people who are trying to get cars through in a very quick way so that we can make sure that we've got cars on track for our fans. We've got cars on track for television. Tech may begin at the tech pad, and tech, the teams know this. Tech does not end once you roll off the tech pad. The tech does not end even if you have a tech sticker on your car. At all times, cars must follow the rules of the IndyCar Series. And therefore, even if somebody might have missed something, which did not happen in this case, we can take a car on pit lane and penalize it for having a part on the car that does not fit the rules. So, I'd much rather be talking about how great the Indianapolis 500 is and how our ticket sales are and how we had our biggest qualifying weekend in terms of attendance since 2016. But it felt to me like the most important thing for us to do today was set the field of the Indianapolis 500. One other thing, because I know I'll get a question about it, I'll just address it right now. When we left here on Saturday, we left here with the 30 fastest cars locked in. Some folks have asked me, why would you not remove the 2 cars? Those 2 cars, the 2 and the 12, qualified on Saturday. They had passed tech. We did not see anything illegal with those cars in tech. So therefore, we are starting the 33 fastest cars in the Indianapolis 500. The 2 and the 12 just happened to start at the back.
Jared Haas with FrenchStretch.com. Come back soon for more great racing videos. And if you like us, make sure to hit that subscribe button.